Look who's showing up. About to record a video for you guys on 5 things he loves about his R8.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
What's up? What's going on, guys?
Out here doing the thing.
Out here doing the thing.
Looking shaggy.
Yeah, I know it's quarantine here, but the hairs though, the hair, see that?
I need a fade, bro.
Fresh fade.
Look me up.
I did this myself, so
You for real?
no.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna snitch out my barber.
I got a barber I'm going to see in secret on Friday, but don't tell anyone. That is usually a parking lot. That's what I had in mind. But this thing is flooded bad. How about right here?
That's fine.
That's all we got. Popo might get shut down. Alright, so this is going to be 5 things, or 8 or 10, however Christian does his math, if you saw the last video, that he likes about his Audi R8. Here we go.
So first things first, the looks of this vehicle are just beautiful. Audi does a great job at just designing this thing. I get compliments everywhere I go. It's just flawless design, a timeless design. It doesn't look like it's 10 years old at all. People often think it's like 2 years old or 3 years old.
Yeah,
so
that's what I like about this car. It's a lot like the RX-7, the 3rd gen.
or Supra.
Cars that were made, you know, those cars were made back in the 90s. They look like they're brand new.
Yeah.
This is 12 years old.
Yeah.
It looks brand new.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So beautiful car. Right. So second thing that I really like is the mid-engine, and which is back near there. So this is a V8, 420 horsepower, 4.2 liter, and the power, it feels planted to the ground when you drive it. You know, the 8K red line, it just really feels like a sports car, you know, especially around like curves and turns and stuff. It really just, man,
It's moving.
yeah. So third thing would be the handling. We're going into the handling. So Audi has a Quattro all-wheel drive system, and even though it's not the fastest car, it really handles very well, especially for, you know, being 10 years old. It handles well, takes turns really good, and you're not like feeling any shift when you're turning. You know, some cars, like I have a CTSV, that car feels, it's stable, but not as stable as this when you're in turnings. Let's talk about maintenance. So this is what one consider a entry-level exotic car. It's very practical, and maintenance compared to a lot of other supercars is not that high. You can do a lot of the things yourself, such as oil changes. When I had the C63 AMG, the deal when I first bought it, you know, I was a little nervous of doing the oil change myself, so I took it to a dealer, and I paid $300 for an oil change.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, and I got quotes on this one the other day to do oil changes because I just wanted to see what the market's like, and it's a little actually under what the dealership charges for a C63. It's $260, which is not terrible for an exotic car. You can do it yourself for probably, from what I've read, $100. But if you don't consider yourself mechanically inclined, then I wouldn't do it. And then the last thing that I really like is comfort. So we got into the was it the 720 the other day, the McLaren, and just trying to get in that thing was just like extremely uncomfortable. That's something I would not want to take on a road trip at all. It might be a track car, something along those lines, but yeah, a road trip car, definitely not. This one, the seats are pretty comfortable. It feels like you can drive it, and in fact, a lot of R8 owners drive their car every single day. Gas mileage is actually really great. I filled it up like 3 weeks ago, and you know, I've been back and forth, and I'm still on like 3/4 of a tank. So I actually don't know what the gas mileage on this vehicle is, but it seems to be doing pretty well. So.
And when Christian says back and forth, he doesn't drive his R8 much, so he went back and forth to Target, which is about a half mile from his house.
That is not true. I drove to Grapevine, Fort Worth. Remember the last week we went to Fort Worth those few times?
Yes.
Besides, I just filled it up 3 days ago. Before that, I hadn't filled up my tank since I've had it. And we've been to Fort Worth twice, 3 times. Well, at least I have been to Fort Worth.
I go to Fort Worth too much.
Yeah. So. Anyways, those are the 5 things that I like about the vehicle, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
And if you did, as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, let us know what you think in the comments. Share it, tweet it, Facebook it, blah, blah, blah. See you on the next one.